Shalom. I'm Rabbi Arthur Waskow. I'm director of the Shalom Center. One of the things that the Shalom Center has done for years and years has been to encourage us to use festivals as the frameworks for public action to change society. And that goes not only for Jewish festivals, but for American festivals as well. Martin Luther King Day, and right now, coming up, is July the 4th, Independence Day. So let me start out by sharing with you a song. It's the first American national anthem. It goes long before the Star-Spangled Banner. We know it as Yankee Doodle. And most of us probably think it's a nonsense song because it says stick a feather in your cap and call it macaroni. And that doesn't sound like it makes any sense at all. But in fact, there's a real deep and very political and spiritual meaning to that teaching. The British Army in 1976 had officers who were very formal, very pompous, and who had epaulets on their shoulders, where nowadays we would say there was gold braid, or it's actually often called scrambled egg. They called it macaroni. And they were looking at a ragtag American army made up of farmers straight from the field and the furrow, where the farmers become soldiers, often elected their own officers. And then the new officer would take a feather, stick it in his cap. He wasn't going to bother having a uniform with epaulets and macaroni. Stick a feather in his cap, and now he was an officer. Now, the British thought this was the dumbest thing they had ever imagined or seen. What kind of an army could actually be so absurd as to make farmers right into officers? So they made up this song making fun of stuck a feather in his cap and called it macaroni. They were making fun of this ragtag American army. But the American soldiers understood perfectly well. This is how you built a people's guerrilla army. And they took the song back from the British soldiers who were singing it. And they understood the joke. And of course, we understand who won this struggle. The formal, official, pompous officers of an imperial army, the most powerful in the world, top-down power, irresponsible power. They didn't win. The ragtag army won. So here we are, independent America, but not so independent from many of our great corporations. And especially this summer, realizing how much we are not independent from big coal and from big oil, especially big oil, as we watch the fouling of an entire region of the United States by the greed of big oil. So, is it time for a new version of the Declaration of Independence? And is it time for a new version of Yankee Doodle? So here, compliments of the Shalom Center, is a Yankee Doodle for our own generation. The Yankee Doodles face big oil, riding on a cycle. We don't fear your power now. Your oil ain't worth a nickel. We stand upon the Blue Ridge Hills where coal is killing mountains, where miners choked in deadly gas so Massey could rule counties. Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and for the earth be handy. Those who died in rigs and mines, 'cause you were piling profit. The fisherfolk who lost their work will not forgive your lyin. Who's your leader? Yelled the boss, laughing at our blue jeans. All of us are leaders, 'cause our ends and means are freedom. We're standing up from Gulf to pull, to free our earth from poison. No corporate fires of oil and coal will ruin our lives and seasons. Yankee Doodle, keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy. Mind the music and the step, and for the earth be handy. Now, that's a kind of song that a new American movement for independence from big oil, from big coal, and from other corporate power could actually sing with meaning, and we would understand it. No nonsense song. So July 4th is coming. On the Shalom Center website at www.theshalomcenter.org, on our website you will find a kind of scenario for what could happen this July 4th and next July 4th, for what could happen with people gathering at state capitals all across the country, gathering in big cities, gathering at the offices of BP and Massey coal and other big oil companies, gathering at the offices of senators and members of Congress, gathering, flying that 13-star flag that Betsy Ross sewed so long ago. And that flag, actually, that graphic of that flag is on our website. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous flag. Flying that flag and proclaiming a new Declaration of Independence from domination by the domineering corporations that so rule and so ruin many parts of our society as well as our planet. So we welcome you to celebrate July 4th the way our forebears celebrated July 4th, not with guns, not with arms, but with nonviolent challenge, nonviolent resistance to the modern corporate equivalents of kings and pharaohs and Caesars that have grown to dominate our society and to bring upon us plagues like the ancient Pharaoh brought upon his country. So, welcome you to our website, www.theshalomcenter.org, and welcome you, even more important, to sing the song and to move into the streets and to move into congressional offices with the 13-star flag and the song and a challenge to heal our planet. Shalom.